So hopefully we'll get to see a little bit of I don't know. I haven't posted a video in a while, so I figured it'd be good to do. You'll get to see a little bit of my thought process on how I approach games when I don't already know what I'm playing against, like when I do the replays. And you'll get to see my sideboarding, which you also don't get to see as much in the replays. So hopefully we'll get a good match. I played a couple matches in the practice room already today, and I had an opponent go turn 1 Cavern, Petal, Stoneforge Mystic, and then leave the match when I thought seized them. And then I had somebody kill me on turn 1 with Show and Tell in game 1, and then blow me out with Veil after I hadn't seen any green in game 2. So hopefully we'll get I don't need to win necessarily. I just need them to be good games. So this is a keepable hand. I'm on the draw. It's a little on the slow side, but I can get to my basics, which will probably be good. Now my opponent could be on Infect, so I think I'm going to start with the Thoughtseize here. If Infect can sometimes kind of peter out a little bit if they only have one threat and you take it. Infect often doesn't play... Yeah, they are on Infect. Infect often doesn't play any Wastelands, or they play like 1 or 2 Wastelands in a little crop rotation package. So I might have been safe to not get a basic there, but I think it's probably fine. Worth noting here that I can't Thoughtseize their threat. So, let's see. They're still a little ways away from getting Become Immense usable. And they definitely need more mana for a Kick Divines. I think I'm supposed to take the Brainstorm here. And then hope that I can find like another discard spell before it's go time for them. They might just drop Oko. They might play Inkmoth Nexus and then Oko, which I think I'd be okay with. Yeah, here it is. So Oko is kind of a do-nothing. This is a tough matchup, though, just in general, because they're a little. They can be, in fact, can be a little inconsistent. But they are also, they can be very fast, and they have Force of Will and Daze. And so, like, a deck that can kill you on turn 2 and also has the Delver interaction package is a threatening deck. But they also have a bunch of air in their deck, which can make it a little, that's a bad ponder. Which can make them a little more inconsistent. But alright, let's see. So if I can ponder into like a Dark Rit next turn, we can think about trying to kill him. But I should have a turn or two here, I think. It almost seems like they're just going on the normal beatdown plan, which might be faster. What's this? Okay, here's Blighted Agent. So there's another threat. I guess that's good for them. So they probably are just going to hit me with the food. Yeah. So I know there's 2 cards in their hand that I know. I know they have Vines, and I know they have fucking, what's it called? Become Immense. So I think the best set of cards to see here would be like a Dark Rit and a discard spell, maybe. Another Ponder's okay, but it's not really what I want. I want another discard spell to make sure that they don't kill me next turn. I do think I need to take this Cabalrit, though. And then I'm going to shuffle, or I'm going to, well, yeah, I'm shuffling. I'm going to fetch, ponder again. And maybe if I can find a discard spell this time, that would be good. Another Dark Grit. I just don't want to die. Alright. I do think I'm going to keep this. It's going to give me some extra business to try and power through. I do have Threshold for the Cabal right now. So I think my hand is good. The real question is going to be, do I get another turn? If they've managed to find an Invigorate, then I won't. Now, they may think that I'm holding... What the... Why did they elk their Blighted Agent? It loses Infect. Are they just going for the normal ass beatdown? Sure seems like it. Can they kill me? They can't kill me. Unless they have an Invigorate, but then they could have killed me with Infect too. Like, they can do this. That puts me to 1, which I guess is a problem, since I can't have my life total now. Let's see how to get around that. I guess the way to get around that is with Echo. Is my best bet. So I'll start with a Brainstorm, I think. See if I come up with anything good. Oh, I need red mana to Echo, but I don't. Yeah, I think I'm just dead. Damn. Okay. I was too slow. I thought I was gonna have 2 life left. I forgot about the fuck's it called? Not prowess. Exalted from the Hierarch. Okay, let's see. I think I want to bring in a Chain of Vapors against Infect. Just bouncing their threats can be good. They don't really know what I'm on. Oh, this Chromox really should be a Rain of Filth. I need to get that Chromox out of here. I was trying Chromox again, but it just ain't it. Okay, that was a little frustrating. I do think it was kind of a little bit my bad, but I felt like their hand was pretty weak, but I just couldn't find the pieces that I needed fast enough. Alright, let's see if we can pick up two kills here. I am going to keep this, and I think I just want to jam Goblins right away. I don't think there's a good reason not to. We'll just make 10 Goblins and hope it's good enough. I feel like they have counter magic here, though. But we'll make them have it. Yeah, alright. That's unfortunate. Force pitching days. Let's try another one. Oh, that's buddies only. Okay, let's create. So yeah, that was unfortunate. Not much you can do. I don't think you throw that hand back. Goblins on turn 1 is a fine plan against Infect. It's usually fast enough. The fastest that they can possibly kill is turn 2, and that's pretty rare. And even then, like, if they did play a Glistener Elf on 1, I could leave a blocker back, and I probably would be fine. Most of their pump spells don't grant trample. So, I stand by that play. I'd have to think a little bit more about game 1, if there's anything I could have done to get there a little faster, but I don't think so. my hand was just a little slow, very cantrip heavy, and yeah, I mean, it's possible. Maybe what I should have done was shuffle that. That 3 with the rituals and the. I mean, really, that probably is what I should have done, was shuffle away the one with the dark grit and the draw for it, because if I had done the math, I could have realized that they could put me to 1. Then I would be in trouble. So that I definitely think that was a mistake. But I wasn't thinking about the possibility of them getting me that low. Naturally, it's taking forever to find a game here. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Oh, apparently I went live instead of making a recording. I thought I was recording, but I guess I went live. That's fine. I'm doing a little quick live, but I'll be done after this match. Alright, so this hand is not good. All that. This hand is much better. Let me think about what I want to do here. I think I want to put back this. Is that what? Too crazy? Maybe I'm supposed to just put back the brainstorm. Verdant Catacombs. Okay. So this makes me think Dark Depths or GAC, maybe. Either one would surprise me a little bit that they didn't have a turn 1 play. But I think I'm supposed to just YOLO here. It could be a blue deck. You know, they could be like a bug or 4-color control. The fact that they're waiting or they're taking a while here is, I don't know. Most blue decks aren't playing Verdant Catacombs at this point in the metagame. You sometimes run into the odd 4-color control deck, like Pile or something, but I think this will be just fine. So I'm going for Echo here. I'm going to leave 1 blue and 2 black. Okay, so this might be where I get porked. They're casting Once Upon a Time. Interesting. I don't know why you would do that if you think the Echo put a Glistener Elf. So they're Infect as well. Is this the same person? So they don't want the Echo to resolve is what's happening. Interesting. Apparently it's fucking Infect o'clock. Yesterday in the practice rooms, it was fucking Reanimator o'clock. I played against like 3 Reanimator decks in a row. Okay. Do they know that I'm... No, I'm not. Alright, let's just go to game 2. I'm too far behind. That's very frustrating. So arguably I misjudged what my opponent was on. I mean, maybe it's inarguable. I definitely did. I'm not totally convinced that actually do I want to leave the Echoes in? Maybe I'm supposed to cut the Echoes. Let's cut the Echoes, we'll bring the Ponder back. And I'll bring in the Flusterstorms as well. We'll try that. Something a little different from last time. I'm not convinced that my assessment of what I was supposed to do in that position was wrong. Let me put it that way. You know, like, I have a hand that can potentially just kill on turn 1, and I should do something. I don't think, especially when they have a Verdant Catacombs, like, it's not like they played a Flooded Strand or something, where I could expect to have a lot of time, and I could expect counterspells. Verdant Catacombs isn't super indicative of what they're playing, but it's not like a clear, screaming, I have a counterspells, and it's more likely to be like Depths or something that can potentially kill me fairly quickly. This hand's not going to do it. I'm going to keep this one. I'll probably put the Vault on the bottom. And unfortunately, I'm going to lead off with a Ponder. It does take away my cantrip for the Doomsday, but I think I'm just missing too much here. Okay, those are good cards. So they're holding something up. I guess I'm just going to pass here. I don't think there's a good reason for me to just jam. I can afford to wait a while, basically, without playing a threat, and I'm drawing this Chain of Vapor now. So without them playing a threat, there's not a ton of reason for me to make any moves, I don't think. Especially since if I draw a discard spell, I could potentially be a lot more I think I'm just going to Chain of Vapor this right now. Okay. And they let it happen, which is fine. So you're going to play it out again, of course. Let's see what I draw this time. Another Cabal Ritual. 4, 5, 6, 7. So the last Cabal Rit would have Threshold. I'm gonna Dark Ritual here, and then Thoughtseize. They probably have a handful of counter magic, but I don't want to Thoughtseize and not be able to go off if it's going to leave them or let them draw a card, basically. So it's Spell Piercing. Fuck. I'll respond with Cabal Rid. I think I'm just gonna go in on it here. See what happens, but maybe I shouldn't have cracked that. It gives me a higher probability of drawing another land to try again next turn. Is this another Spell Pierce? Flusterstorm? Okay. So that did get a lot of counter magic out of their hand. A good amount of counter magic out of their hand. So if I can draw another fetch land, I'll be in pretty decent shape. Or like a Lotus Petal or something, I can try again next turn. They could just kill me though. That's a, one issue here. that's not the case. If they had Flusterstorm, Pierce, and the threat and enough gas to kill me, then, you know, like, I don't know. That's the nature of this matchup. Is sometimes they just have everything they need. That's, you know, I don't know. That's magic. Okay, so just the one Infect. Well, there's the fetch land I needed, so I guess I'm going to go for it again. Get Threshold. So they had Force. I'm going to fire off my Brainstorm now. Alright. Well, this ain't looking good. Probably die. Probably dead here. Yep. Jesus. Okay. So, Flusterstorm, Pierce, Force, Double Invigorate, and a Glistener Elf. Like, I know it's turn 6 and they've brainstormed, they've had a little while to assemble these cards, but it's gonna be difficult to beat a hand like this under any circumstances as a combo deck. Especially considering that I only found one discard spell. But yeah, that's and they still had 3 cards in hand that I don't even know what they were. So I don't know. That's that. I guess I gotta stop here. But yeah, hopefully that was I don't know, instructive or something. Teach you a little bit about bad matchups.